Good afternoon and welcome to Moline, Illinois, headquarters for John Deere, and we're outside the John Deere pavilion here in the town of Moline itself. We'll be inside, have a little look inside in a few minutes. Usually have a nice selection of machinery, anything from tractors, farm equipment, combines. We could have some construction equipment, right up to forestry equipment then as well. Usually have maybe a couple of forestry bits in there too. So we'll go in and have a little look at that in a second. Firstly, we'll have a quick look at some of the machines outside. An 8370R, which is, let's look at it. It's manufactured Waterloo, Iowa, which is fairly close by. It's about 3 hours drive. Horsepower is 370 horsepower, 313 PTO horsepower, and a list price of $407,000. $407,000. Thank God there's plenty of money in farming. We'll see, what else have we got? We've got a John Deere. This is one of those scraper machines that you see them using over here on the roads. So they'll be leveling out large areas of flat ground with them, and I suppose a useful machine in construction. But to be honest, not something that I have a whole pile of interest in. So what's over the far side? One other machine over the far side. We'll have a quick look at that before we go in. There's the pavilion there now, the doors into it. And yeah, we've got what they call a backhoe loader. It's a 310 SL HL. Would that be for high lift? Possibly could be. Yeah, trying to look and see what has it got on the lines of horsepower. Can't really see it there unless I'm just missing it. It's 4-wheel drive anyway, and yeah, quite a well, this is a little bit unusual looking with the ram set up here in the front of them for tipping them. They should really look at the JCBs, the 3 or a 4CX, and see how they've done it. But the back end of them looks very strong and a nice setup on it. But quite a usable machine, I'm sure. And yeah, let's go inside and we'll have a look and see what they have inside. So we're just inside, and we'll have a look at some of the equipment that has been produced. The first one here, this was an experimental machine. You can see it was a walking harvester, so you can see the way it sat on the ground, kind of walked rather than having to drive on tracks over the rough terrain. But it was obviously wasn't very successful because it never made it into production. But they have this prototype one or whatever it was sitting here on, just on display. I'm sure this here is pretty similar to what they have on the tracked machines nowadays. But yeah, if you're into the timber or woodland products, that might interest you. We go along some of these older machines that they have along here. Model D John Deere tractor from 1935. Quite a nice restored example. Beastly gentle, it's an antique. Lovely paintwork on it. Yeah, nice, lovely auto. Some other old machines then. There's the plough. This is how John Deere became famous back in the 1800s. He designed a plough that would walk out here on the soil. Most ploughs were just like a steel body at the time, and they wouldn't clean. So when they were walking in the land out this way, they wouldn't clean, all out in the Midwest. And what he done was he had the brainwave of changing the steel body on the plough. He got a bit of stainless steel and shaped it in the same shape as the steel body, and it took off. It worked no problem, and he went into mass production of the time. Some old tractors here. Here's an old John Deere. It's a GP TW 1932 in original condition, it looks like, not painted. It's just oiled up, but an absolutely beautiful model as well. I'm sure it's worth a lot of money. Let's see what else we got. So this one here is a restored model. This one, let's go around and see what it is. It is a John Deere. It's an all-wheel drive tractor. So first of the, well, it's not a 4-wheel drive, it's 3-wheel drive. It's one big wheel on the back and 2 on the front. So yeah, something a little different. Model 3020. also all restored and in beautiful condition. Yeah, absolutely beautiful condition. Lovely paintwork job. There used to be, it's not the first time I've been here, but there used to be a section at the back here where they restored a lot of tractors, but it's shut off now. I remember the first time I come here, it's about 15 years ago. Yeah, you can see all the restored tractors and it was lovely. So let's move on to another section. So we're back to the wood product equipment, and you can see it's one of the large four-wheeled machines. It's like self-propelled for taking down timber. She's an absolute beast. And yeah, let's go up. Let's actually go up into it. We'll have a little look and see what it's like. So, sitting up in now, and quite a nice view out of the front of it. The first thing you notice is there's no steering wheel here, so everything is worked off your levers at the side. So it's a little bit like a track machine inside. The fact that you've the levers, hand controls are all here on the seat. So I'd imagine there's only a left and right on this side. There's no forward and back movement on this lever. So I'd imagine that this here is for pivoting the machine in the middle. There's also lots of buttons on it for doing lots of different things, possibly maybe gears up and down, or that kind of stuff. Over the other side then you have another lever as well. It's got over and back, lateral movement, forward and back movement as well, and it's more than likely I'd say it controls everything out front. So yeah, it's a nice machine. All your controls here at the side, nicely laid out. I'd yeah, see yourself spending the day in this, no problem. So you could, but yeah, not for me. I'm not going to be moving to the timber end of things. Okay, let's move on to the next. So yeah, over this side now we've got a small utility tractor. A nice little machine, and we've got a large Deere loading shovel, which yeah, I wouldn't mind it spinning. I think I can get up in it. I'll go around the far side and see if I can get up in for a look. Now, so I'm up and in the driving seat. Now this is something I have to say I can see myself driving. It's a nice machine. All seems very simple and basic on it. Steering wheel obviously here in front, horn here in the centre, indicators just here left and right, so all very simple. There's a foot pedal here that can control the tilt of the steering on the front, just to get yourself nice and comfortable. And yeah, when you've all that done, you're ready to move. Controls is one lever here, so it's forward and back. Would be up and down, left and right then just for your bucket tilt. And then there's some buttons here, I'm sure it's for changing gears. There's also a rocker switch here at the back, which possibly also maybe it could be for changing gears. This here could be for maybe if you had a bucket on the front and needed another service or whatever. Oh, there are controls here for lights, diff lock, wipers, everything's here along the side. And I'd say this here is forward and reverse. Now, the only thing I'd like if I had this machine would, if the forward and reverse, if you could get that on the steering wheel here on the left hand side, would be ideal. But lovely machine, nicely kitted out. Air conditioning here on the side, and then you've got a screen here, I'm sure then that'll probably give you all your engine revs, your what gear you're in, and maybe even a load monitor on the front, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is a lovely machine. I like this. I drove a smaller one of these about 3 or 4 years ago on a farm we were on. I had to load some stuff with it, and I really liked driving it. Now it was, what I mean, like, it was about half this size. It was really just a smaller version, but I'd love to go on one of these larger versions. But yeah, alright, let's move on to the next. Just noticed coming down off this that it's actually a hybrid, which I didn't realise when I got up into it, so you feel a lot better. You'll be doing your bit for the environment. But yeah, again, really nice machine. Now let's look at this combine. It's an S780, which is a fairly big girl. header on it, I'd say, is 40 foot at least. We'll have a look and see, as I say here at the side. It's actually 35 foot, but she's got the belts on it here rather than an auger. So belts feed all your material over into the centre, and then again there's another belt takes it in, feeds it into the combine itself. But yeah, lovely setup. They have that for the older style header like what we have at home for barley and that. The beans, as far as I know, and corn, well, not the corn, the beans, there's a lot of lossage. They're popping out and falling out all over the place. That's why they use this kind of header. So we've moved inside in the combine now, and that is one big header. You can see it now once you're actually in here. 35 foot, it's huge. Inside, pretty much like most other combines. Great visibility out of them, big round glass window here on the front of it. Lots of monitors. There's lots of yield monitoring and stuff like that on these combines now. It can basically tell you the moisture and what yield you're getting as you're driving down the field, which is amazing technology. Lots of controls here on your lever. You can see there's a lot of people pressing buttons on them, so a lot of wear, but yeah, it's actually quite loose and feels like it's going to fall out of it. It's gotten that much abuse. But yeah, all your controls here as well. So yeah, very nicely laid out. Lovely comfortable seat, leather seat in it. We've got a buddy seat here as well, which is also leather. And yeah, comfortable place to spend your day if you're harvesting your crops or whatever. Just looking at the combine itself, this model here is a tracked model, so it's going to take a lot to stop her from getting the job done, even in wet conditions. And they're very short compared to the combines we have at home. The combines we have at home all have workers in them, so well, most of them have, or a lot of the makes have, but these here are the drummed version, and yeah, very short and neat compared to what we've got at home. But yeah, lovely, impressive machine. There's the exhaust there to let the exhaust gases out. Yeah, very impressive. Huge auger on it for letting your grain out. Very nice. Gaiters, right on lawnmowers, all that kind of stuff. All on show as well. It's more of one of your bog standard gaiters, no glass in it. So yeah, very nice. So the final machine that we have to look at is a 62150, which is on display. A little bit different looking than the tractors we got at home. You can see there's no front fenders on it. The tyres are also slightly different looking than what we got. There's a different track on them, or tread pattern. No rubber here on the fender like what we have at home, but what are the slight differences is there? A few small differences around the back end. The hitch is a bit different. Yeah, around the hitch is different, and the arms are different. The arms are more like the old style arms from years ago, but apart from that it's probably fairly similar. And a belt baler, that's the way to go over here. They produce very large bales. The bales could be 5 foot tall or 6 foot tall, huge bales. So they've stuck with belt balers. All the material that they'd be baling up is always very dry. When we start using a John Deere machine, we know that we can schedule. You're never going to need the roller balers like what we got at home. But yeah, lovely machine. Let's go up and have a look inside. So we're up and in the 6125R now, and she's all very familiar. Anyone who's into the John Deeres will know that. Everything looks fairly familiar. She's an auto power this, so yeah, she's got the little lever and the roller switch on it. There's your hand accelerator there, and all the buttons, everything on it is all electric. So yeah, very nice, I have to say. She's well equipped with all the extras and bits and bobs on it. Sure, she's all auto track ready as well by the looks of it, and it's got the big screen here too. So yeah, lovely view out of the side door. Lots of viewing area here. There's no pillars to block any views, so that's one of the joys of those big doors. And yeah, very nice. Yeah, this will do me lovely at home, I'd have to say. The fact that it hasn't got the mudguards on it wouldn't bother me. We could sort that out easily enough. But yeah, that's really it. We've had a look around all the machines that's here on display. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to throw in a like and a comment on it down below. Hit the sub button to keep up to date with all the latest videos, and we'll see you in the next one.